Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well, and just wanted to pop in for a little bit. Haven't been live all this week and been meaning to come on, so I'm just pulling some cards just to pull out some of the energy, what things we need to work on the remainder of this week. I hope to get on early next week and pull some cards. So I'm going to go by elements and pull some cards and just see what speaks. There's a lot of activity going on. I hope everybody is doing well. So I'm going to ask Angel Spirits Guides what energy really want us to know. We're going to start with fire signs. I'll pull out this one here. Pull one more. Let's see what comes out here. Okay, so first one that popped out was labradorite. It's a really pretty stone right here. And this one says, see the magic. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of the magician card here in the tarot deck. And this is called shungite. And the message for that one is to detox your life. And for fire signs and fire energy, we're just moving into Leo season. I think sometimes what happens is sometimes we have individuals or folks or certain energies around us that can sometimes block our ability to see what's in front of us. But also sometimes we have experiences that affect us, and sometimes it prevents us from seeing what's there. And so when I think about detoxing your life, I think about purification, cleansing your space, cleansing your energy, all of that. And sometimes when we're caught up in environments or spaces that aren't necessarily healthy, or folks that are not healthy, or practices that we do that are not healthy, we can't really see our magic, right? And so when I think of magic, I also think of the spiritual aspect, right? So tapping into the other realm. And so with this fire energy, especially in Leo season, definitely speaks to magic in terms of creativity. And so sometimes you need to kind of open and cleanse the environment so that you can tap into the creativity and to get a clearer message of what you need to kind of tap into. So in this season, especially right now, if you don't have a practice, I definitely encourage you to start with some sort of embodied practice, whether it's meditation or yoga. Hi, Andrea. Or just something that allows your body to just become present. And when we do those practices, that's when the ideas or things that we need to, or the messages that we need to receive can become more available. Also, like, you can create more. When you don't have chaos around you, you're able to think more clearly, and you can also move into that creative energy and be able to see what either your ancestors, your guides, or whomever is trying to speak to you, or what art you need to create to speak to others. So we did fire signs. So we're going to move on to the next group. We'll do earth signs next. So what do you need to know, or what type of energy, or what you need to work on? As we move into speaking ahead. So today is a day of abundance. So if you're someone who hasn't done your money work, it's a good time to do it. Hi, how are you? Flower Kelly, nice to meet you. Hi, Wendy. I'm just doing an energy read for the elements. So we're doing earth signs right now. I just finished fire sign. Happy Thursday to you. Let's see what popped out. So if you have any earth signs here, the first one, or actually I'll go to the second one right here, moonstone. So moonstone is a really great healing stone that I also like to wear. Also really great for, I believe, protection work too. Agate, I believe is the name of the stone right here. And so with the moonstone, it's telling us to live in your purpose, and the agate is telling you to get back into balance. And so one of the things that in this season that maybe you want to work in is figuring out what is balance for you. What does that mean? And for some folks, if you're doing too much, maybe you need to call in some time for rest. Or also, if you're working in some sort of fashion that you don't feel necessarily aligned with, reminding you that maybe you need to get back into balance of what feels right or what's calling to you, but also into living in your purpose. I think one of the things that's happening with a lot of the structures and systems here in the US, what's happening is that a lot of folks are experiencing job loss or other things that are happening. And living in your purpose, we are supposed to be in certain roles or positions to help collective. And so a challenge for you is maybe to figure out what is really your purpose. What is it that you're doing that you were brought here for Earthside? Are there specific jobs or things that you're supposed to be doing? Are you supposed to be helping collective, maybe being a healer or an activist or a community member to help support folks? Tap into what is it that you need to be serving and supporting. So for Earth sign, calling you into balance and to really figuring out what you're supposed to be focusing in on and helping yourself and also collective. And the thing that I like to remind folks is when you are in alignment, the opportunities and things will always find you. You don't have to find it. So we're going to go into air signs next. So what sorts of energy or practice do you need to do this coming season? I'm going to pull a card. Any air signs on here? Pull this one right here. I love this. Okay, so citrine we have right here. It's a beautiful stone. And malachite. So air signs, you're being called to allow yourself to transform and really allowing yourself to show up and be unapologetic. Are you hiding your gifts? Are you hiding things that you're working on? Are you not allowing yourself to be seen? And your challenge is whatever it is that makes you feel uncomfortable, allow yourself to just step out on faith. Practice, you can practice being in front of people if that makes you nervous, or do a test run on anything that you are creating. But you're really being called by the ancestors and spirits to allow people to see like yourself fully. And by you not showing yourself fully, like you're not allowing yourself to get to that elevation, or allowing folks to experience the gifts that you have to share, or your light, or your work. So encouraging you to take that step out on faith. And if there are specific resources or things that you need, thinking about who can support you, and how you can use your voice to ask for what you need. So yeah, so this air signs. I'm going to move on to water signs next. If anyone has any questions, or things that you would like to share. So what do water signs need to know? What do they need to work on? So this is pop out season for a lot of folks. If you've been like sitting on some of your gifts, this is the time that you need to bring that creative juice out. Okay, a couple things. So jade popping out, and red jasper. So what I'm seeing here is with the jade, it's calling you to be like the bigger person, and also being called to take action. So maybe if there's someone that you haven't been in connection with, or some sort of amends that you may need to make with someone, allowing yourself to heal, and maybe potentially, accept an apology, or accept, whomever where they're at, and allowing them to, just be, or just understand. Sometimes folks are at a certain point in their own path or development, and not everybody is ready to do the work that they need to do. Or it could be that you need to reach out to that person and maybe potentially like apologize or make amends with someone. So not sure if this resonates with everyone, but if there's someone that has been on your mind that maybe you feel called to reach out to or to engage with, maybe this is your sign to do that. Also taking action, like are you engaging in the work that needs to be done, or the work with yourself, and learning how to be a bigger person for yourself. Maybe that's working on your own healing, and taking action with that, and maybe journaling some of your feelings and what's coming up for you. So if that resonates, let me know. But there's a couple things that are going on. This is really the season for self-expression. So if you're not expressing yourself, if you're not engaging in your creative work, if you're not allowing that inner fire, then it's not going to help us to kind of move that energy forward. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, I just kind of pulled some energy cards, some stones, and just kind of working from there. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. And if not, I will hop off shortly. Oh, should I give up on being? Oh, I wasn't doing tarot pull today. But I might be back on tomorrow to pull some cards. I don't have my tarot deck in front of me. Otherwise, I could pull one for you. Are there any particular things that you all are struggling with or you need help with? If not, I will be on, I think tomorrow, maybe I'll hop on, maybe I'll pull some cards with tarot. I just wanted to kind of give some energetic advice of where to kind of go from and what to start with. So thank you all so much for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of Thursday.